welcome back to Roundtable Podcast. It's been a minute, innit?
It has been a minute.
It's been a while. The reason it's been a while is very simple. I fucked up, basically.
If you go back to one of our previous videos, you'll probably find out why.
Well, that makes the
Well,
schedule
no, because that video never came out. So we're 3 weeks behind now, simply because 2 of the episodes had a technical issue, which I'm almost certain was my fault.
100%.
I'm pretty sure it was. I think I fucked with the mixing desk and made an error. But it's fine. This is the new episode 10. Seeing as episode 10 never made it out of the...
So it says 10.4? 10.5 now?
10 take 2.
10 take 2.
10 take 2.
Alright.
Yeah, we're 3 weeks behind, but it's fine. We're catching up. We're back on a roll again. 2 episodes had technical issues, and 1 episode our schedules didn't meet up, so we couldn't get a recording done. But it's what it is. We're back now. We're sticking around now.
Oh.
The Born's scheming. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm Helix.
I'm born.
I'm born.
What?
I'm legend.
I'll fight you.
Fight me then, bitch.
Not in here. Take it outside.
Too far.
There's too much expensive equipment in here. And it's not even that expensive. This is actually budget equipment, but it's quite good budget equipment when you don't press the wrong buttons.
It's pretty good.
What does this button do?
That button mutes all of our mics. So
Saving everyone's-
maybe don't press that. But anyway, we're back, and we've got a couple of small announcements. Nothing major. Announcement number 1, pretty simple. You want to hear more of us? We're now doing a little TikTok series called Under the Round Table, which is just bits that we recorded that never made it on air, never made it to the main channel. So we're now giving them to you for easy access on the go on TikTok.
That's how we get promoted.
That's our plan anyway. It'll also be available on other social medias, but TikTok will be kind of the main place where we upload because, you know, everyone loves TikTok for some reason. Not only that, but I've noticed that a lot of people nowadays struggle with podcasts on YouTube because it's just not portable enough.
Yeah.
But you'd think after, what, nearly 20 years of YouTube being a thing, that they'd have figured out by now how to close the app without it turning off.
You think that, but...
No, it's part of their premium service.
Yeah.
So they've already done it.
But no one wants to pay for that when they already pay for platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Podcast, places like that. Which, by the way, are all platforms that you are now able to listen to Roundtable Podcast on. I think that's a cool little thing that I've done there.
It's pretty good.
So if you want to listen to Roundtable Podcast but live a busy life, you can now listen to us on the go, either in your headphones in your car or anywhere that you can plug your phone into.
Even at your funerals.
You could if you wanted to. I wouldn't recommend it, but you could listen to us at a funeral or a wedding. I'm not sure you want to listen to us on one of your special days, but we move. So lads, as you know, I've given up with writing scripts. I've given up with notes. I've given up with coming up with ideas. We are now going with the original idea of just chatting shit, which we're good at.
Yeah.
Which is the entire reason we started a podcast.
Just to chat shit.
So here's what I want to chat shit about today. Collectibles. Comic books, Pokemon cards, antiques. The whole shebang of collectibles.
I don't have any antiques.
Some of your Pokemon cards could be considered antiques now. They're from the 90s, so...
That's fair, that's fair.
I mean, you're nearly an antique now, aren't you?
Born's older than me.
What are you talking about?
He
I'm
is an
young and
antique.
fresh.
You're nearly an antique.
You've even seen my skin. It's supple.
You're young, you're fresh, and you now have metal in your arm.
Yeah.
Born, you are officially a flight risk.
Yeah. Genuinely, I am. I need to remember to get one of them small card things.
Yeah. But by the way, I am part cyborg.
Have we got a magnet?
Probably somewhere.
That wouldn't work though.
No, it's titanium.
Oh,
Titanium, I'm pretty sure is very low.
Yeah, it wouldn't
Magnetism.
work. It simply wouldn't work.
you're boring.
I think they used that because of CT scans.
Yeah, CT scans
Yeah.
and
So it doesn't just rip out of your arm.
no, genuinely, it's because of magnets.
That would be fucking awkward, wouldn't it?
Well, walking under, let's say I go to an auction or whatever, and they've got one of them car lifts, rip the metal straight out of my skin.
Or it would just hold you onto it.
No, I think they're violent enough that
Yeah.
because it's got to lift the weight of a car,
Oh, I suppose, yeah.
so it would just.
But is it? Does it have the distance? Because it's got the strength, but does it have the distance?
I think so.
So like, if it's 10 feet above your head, would it just drag? Would
I
it
think
drag
it
it
would.
up, or?
Because it's got to lift the cars from the ground.
Well, yeah, but they normally lower it down onto the car, and then and you can
I
switch
think
them
it
off
depends
as well.
Which one does it?
If we get
don't know.
100,000 subscribers,
No.
If we get 1 million subscribers by the end of May, we will do it. I'm only saying this because I know it's impossible.
It's impossible. It won't work, yeah.
24 hours.
No, I mean getting in 1 million subscribers by the end of May is impossible.
Oh, yeah, that's
Unless like PewDiePie, for example, shouts us out, it's not happening.
it's not happening. Bro's been doing well for himself, by the way.
He's been doing well for himself for the last 10 years.
No, but I'm talking about he's moved to Japan.
Yeah.
Bought land in Japan. He's had a kid,
Yeah, because he moved to the
Bro's-
UK at one point.
but he realised that Brighton is garbage.
No, he
And
realised the UK is garbage.
Yeah, it's turned to shit.
And was like, right, I'm going to Japan.
Bought
Japan
a
is
nice house.
such a nice
Yeah.
place.
But they're still in like the eye of the public.
Yeah.
And he's just chilling at this point. He's at a point in his YouTube career where he can release whatever he wants and he has no issues whatsoever.
No.
Like he doesn't have to worry about it going down. I'm sure he does, because when you're that successful on YouTube, you have to be really, really careful.
Yeah.
Because one wrong word and your career is over.
One wrong sponsorship.
Yep.
One wrong deal. It's a lot, but
One joke that was taken the wrong way and you're done for.
the bridge incident.
Yep. But at the same time, he could also get away with never uploading again.
He could. If
he'd be
anything,
fine.
most people considered that that's what he would do.
Because what's he? Only one of a handful of people that have been given a ruby play button.
Yeah.
Because there's a few of them now, isn't there?
Yeah, yeah.
But he was the first.
He was one of the first to get it.
No, he was the first. He was the first one to reach, I think, 50 million subscribers.
Something crazy like that. Man.
I'd love to just get a bronze one. Do they do bronze ones? I know they do silver.
No, I don't think they do.
I'd love to get whatever the lowest one is with this
Diamond,
channel.
Silver.
gold,
Yeah.
silver.
What's that?
Obviously, you got ruby, diamond, silver,
Yeah.
gold, silver. Yeah.
I'd love to get a silver one for this channel. I'd love to do it this year, but I feel like that might be pushing it. How many do you need to get a silver one? Have you got it on there, on your little Google search?
2 seconds. For a ruby one, it's 50 million.
Yep. They had to invent that for PewDiePie. That didn't exist until
Which is
PewDiePie
really
got 50
funny.
million. They were like, ah, fuck, that's a lot. That's like a small country.
100,000.
100,000. Oh, that's doable in the
get
next
silver
few
and
years, isn't
That's
it?
doable.
1
Well, it
million
depends, because some
1 million
channels
to
just
get
pick
gold.
up.
Yeah.
They just pick up.
So some pick up and some just never make it off the
Never.
ground. I'd like to be at a point where we could quit our jobs and do this full time.
I would say on average, a successful channel has about 500,000 to 600,000 subscribers. I would say that's what's considered.
So
Ordinary now.
considering there's three of us, we'd need 150,000
Yeah.
for all three of us to
Thing is,
quit our
if you was
jobs.
to individually do it, then yeah, it would be like obviously.
But as a trio, we have to split everything that comes from YouTube three ways.
No,
Yeah,
it'd
so
just
it
be- it'd just be
it
the
would be
channel.
900,000
Yeah.
consecutively.
So we'd need 150,000 for
You're
us
going down.
for all three of us to quit our job.
Technically speaking, yeah.
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 What did you say? 50,000 or
No,
500,000?
I said 500,000.
Oh, we'd need.
That's an average.
Okay, then we need 1.5 million subscribers for all three of us to quit our jobs.
Yeah.
So, here's an idea. Say we did get to that 500,000 mark, and one of us was able to quit our job.
Yeah.
Who would you have doing that? To pick up the channel full time.
Personally, I would say it's between me and you. Because you would. I can only imagine you're at home by yourself having a technical issue. That's in it. And then
Yeah,
me
no, 100%.
and Helix are at work and we can't help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can see the stream, we're making suggestions in chat. And you're like, but how do I? I just need one of you to come around here, and then that's it. That's the stream done for the day.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Whereas if it was me or
100 with you.
Helix and we had a technical issue, we could more than likely fix it.
Yeah.
That's the lines I'm thinking of. It's what keeps the show running.
Yeah.
And the show running well and fluently. It's not about entertainment.
Yeah.
It's just about keeping people in a room with your computer working.
That, and with my editing and all that, I could churn out videos on a daily if I quit and did it full
really
time.
Wanted to, yeah. So it's
At
not
some point, we're gonna have to do that.
It's not a personal problem. It's just me thinking if something goes wrong
You should have
Yeah.
experience
with a
on
highly
zero.
sophisticated machine that sits on your desk, can you fix it by yourself while we're at work? That's the way I think.
Far from, I'll make it worse. What does this button do? Self-destruct. Oh shit.
Anyway, back to the topic at hand: collectibles. As some people, we've probably mentioned it before, but we are all avid Pokemon collectors.
We are.
And I'm a massive comic book collector, as you guys are probably aware.
Yes.
Are there any other collectible items that you guys have,
Ooh. That is-
other than the nerdy stuff that we already know about?
Other than the nerdy stuff we know about, no. Mostly because I've always been a fan of art, specifically.
And art's expensive.
And art is very expensive. But not only that, but Pokemon cards have just been what I've had and what
Yeah.
I've collected. And beyond that, anything else I want to collect is either no longer in existence or too expensive for me to
I mean, this makes sense. Legends? Anything else that you've got? Collections?
Pokemon cards. I've got Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah.
I've got first editions and everything like that. I've got
They're spenny now.
Yeah, I've got 2005 match tax. So football cards.
I've got some slam attacks. They're not the same. I think I've got some match attacks lying around as well.
Yeah, blue and red backs.
Mine aren't worth anything though.
What else have I got?
Mine are recyclable now.
Oh.
What about your coins? I know you like your coins.
Oh, 50p's.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50p ones with special art on them.
Yeah.
They're going quite well.
I've got a decent little
Expensive
coin
on
collection.
eBay.
Oh yeah. I've got a nice little coin collection. Don't know if mine's worth anything, but like it's a nice little variety of old stuff that I've just picked up over the years from like boot sales
Yeah.
or just found. Like
Most of mine were actually from the clubs.
yeah.
So
Oh
I
yeah.
put, I put in a quid and take 2 50p's out. They've got artwork on.
Yeah, well, we worked in a nightclub before the days of contactless and shit like that, so there was a
Yeah.
lot of cash back then.
A lot of 50p's.
Cash is still king, though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So easy to fuck up with a bank card.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
But they want to remove it.
I really hope they don't remove cash, because the problem you'll have there is if the internet goes wrong, you're fucked. Like, well and truly.
Yeah. But I think that's the direction we're heading in.
Oh, yeah.
But alright. Keeping it on the topic of collections. Right? If you turn up what would you turn up at an auction for?
Cars. If I had the money, old classic
If
cars.
you had to choose between any kind of collectible.
It would be cars.
Anything.
Cars or
Mm,
watches.
Cars or
For me-
watches?
For me, it would be jewelry.
Is
Jewelry
it,
can be inexpensive or too expensive.
that's a really difficult one for me, because there's so many cool things in the world.
There is.
For me, it might be wrestling memorabilia.
But for me, it has to be something that I can use every day.
But if it's a collectible, why would you want to use it?
No, but that's the point, is I'm the type who likes to imagine, well, except the Pokemon cards. Those to me are exclusively special. I just like the artwork and I like looking at them, right? So technically I'm still using them in a way,
Technically speaking.
but not really using them. But if I was to go to an auction, it would have to be something that I can immediately have purpose for.
Yeah.
I don't really like stuff that sits around. I'm like, what's the point?
You see, whereas I'm a little bit different. I like having stuff that not necessarily no one else has, but is difficult to obtain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Purely for the sake of going, and especially if it's got like historical value, like if it's a significant thing in the history of something, which is why I want wrestling memorabilia. Because if I can pinpoint that and be like, oh, that's from like 1998 SummerSlam, like the year I was born, and it was worn, for example, Macho Man Randy Savage.
You better wash that, man. You better wash it. That's nasty.
What?
You better wash that, bro.
Worth more if it's original.
No, you
Unwashed.
to be fair, it's normally only worn once.
That's
if it's for like
seen what these boys are doing.
yeah,
No.
but like if it's for like a pay-per-view or PLE as they're called now, like if it's for something that big, especially WrestleMania, it will be worn for that show and that's it.
Smell the shorts and smell his balls.
Yeah.
To be fair, other than jewelry, it would have to be a vehicle of some kind.
Oh yeah.
A vehicle, or even there are collectors like chairs and tables and things like that.
Yeah.
Exotic items like that.
Like antique furniture.
Antique
yeah.
furniture.
There's a big market for that.
Plate like the China plates that they always
Yeah.
talk about. Don't break the China, stuff like that. I think it would be stuff like that.
Or like the painted plates.
Yeah, genuinely.
Like the because you've got like the old Western movies that had like the painted China plates.
Yeah.
But more so than that.
I only know about them because my granddad had them on the walls in
More
his
so
house.
than that. Let me get up in the mic. Anime figurines, boy.
Why? Right. Can someone explain to me why a plastic statue can be £400?
Simple.
The size of a monster can.
It's either your waifu or it's a badass.
I think it's because the people that
And you can get life-size ones.
yeah, I think it's because the people that make anime and the people that make anime merch know that weeaboos, specifically weeaboos.
Born.
I wouldn't consider Born a weeaboo.
No.
We've discussed this in a previous episode where we said weeaboos are people that make anime their entire personality.
Which,
Yeah.
it's not great.
Which I would say you and Legends don't do.
No.
You are just anime fans.
Wouldn't know, well, unless the t-shirt I've got on is anime related.
Yeah, but that's you don't. You're not like, oh, look at my t-shirt. It's Dragon Ball,
No.
kawaii, and all that shit.
Bro, not the kawaii, bro. Don't do that to me.
That's all about that.
Senpai.
No, none of that, bro. But generally, I would say a lot of the market value that comes from these statues are the limited edition versions.
And they know that weeaboos are going to pay for it.
Yeah, because
They know they will.
You've got the standard.
Yeah.
You've got the standard versions. If I was to portray it to you the best way, it would be like in wrestling fashion, right? Let's say you have the standard, right? Which is fine, and you've got all the poses and stuff, and depending what pose it is, the price changes. But then you've got the seasonal ones.
Yeah.
Those are the expensive ones, where the character is wearing like a seasonal outfit to celebrate a particular holiday or an anniversary.
Or you've got, for example, October breast cancer awareness in the US.
That's it.
A lot of wrestlers will wear like some form of pink in their gear or just pink gear.
Yeah, stuff like that. And then
I know, for example, a wrestler called AJ Styles always used to have like a pink stripe going through his gear, and like he'll have pink on his gloves that he wears. And a lot of the time, wrestling companies will have a pink. One of the ropes will be pink.
Yeah, that's really good.
They do that a lot. Little things like one of one outfits and stuff like that.
Okay, but yeah, something that increases the price as well is, how do I put this?
Nudity.
Some of the figures, once you take the clothes off, they're actually nude.
Oh.
But some of them come in stuff like wedding dresses.
Yeah.
And casual wear, bikinis, skimpy outfits, all of that.
Ah,
that increases
I've got the perfect
price
one.
too.
so mental illness.
Yes.
Basically, I've just typed in top most expensive anime figures.
Yep.
Number 10 is Super Sonico Jumbo Polyfigure. So this is life size. And let's just say it's about 800 to 2,000.
Madness.
Obviously, I'm going to show you guys. Obviously, Helix can put it on.
No, he
Screen or-
cannot. I'm going to promise you that right now, you cannot.
I cannot put that on there.
cannot
And
put
that's
that on
life
screen.
size.
I cannot put that on there. We will get shut down. We don't have enough subscribers to be taking risks like that.
I'll skip to number one. Fuck. Okay, they are quite. They're quite out there.
Are these stuff that I definitely cannot put in the channel?
Yes.
That's not as bad. I can get away with that
I
one.
can't put that one on there.
Why not?
Fucking schoolgirl.
Well, no,
I mean,
but it's fully clothed. I can get away with that one.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's just weird.
That's pretty cool.
That's crap. I forgot what it's from.
Send me the link to that, and I will upload the ones that I can.
Crimson Crow. We got life size Mimu.
Oh, Hatsune Miku stuff. Will definitely.
Another thing that I've noticed has kind of
Neon Genesis, that's what it's from. sorry.
and another thing that I've noticed has kind of come back out from the back of the cupboard is Topps trading cards.
Never heard of those.
So they're kind of like one of the they're the I think they're the people that make Match Attax as well. They're one of the top trading card companies in the world. So they've started kind of coming out of the woodwork again recently, because they were a little bit stagnant for quite a few years, but they're now doing special edition, one of ones, limited editions, and
Here's something you
stuff
can
like
share on
that.
the channel.
Go on.
There is a solid gold Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece that sold for almost £200,000
What?
for the release of the
Netflix series?
No, there was a movie.
Oh.
I've heard of the movie as well, but I just forget what it's called. One Piece Gold. That was for celebration of the film. And then in second place, another £200,000 statue is a gold and silver made by a jewelry company, Gundams.
Oh. I want one.
Gold and silver Gundams.
I remember
Sold
seeing these.
24
I'm pretty sure.
No, these are made by. I know what that one is.
Yes,
I'm pretty
These ones
sure.
are made by a jewelry company.
Yeah, these are priced at 240,000.
Yeah, I'm almost certain I saw one of those on auction with Golden Collectibles in the US. It's one of the biggest auction sites for collectible items. They do a lot of Topps trading cards that they sell for
I
people.
don't think I've ever heard of Topps trading cards.
So, Match Attacks, for example, they do them. So they do all kinds of sports.
Okay.
They do more than just sports as well, but like sports is what they're known for. And they've just started up with, I think they've been taken over by a company called Fanatics now. I think. Take that with a pinch of salt.
Okay.
But they've partnered with WWE now to do a new run of WWE cards. And they've been getting wrestlers to sign them and have them as a one-of-one signature series and stuff like that.
The signed one is worth quite a lot.
Yeah, however, what they've started doing now is, because at one point they did like NBA, they cut the logo out of the jersey and put that in the card with it.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those.
But what they're doing with WWE now is patches.
Okay.
So they've got a Raw and SmackDown debut patch. So when someone debuts on one of the main shows, Raw or SmackDown, they wear this patch on their attire in the ring.
Yeah.
And then once they're done, they take it off, they put it in a card, sign it, and that's a special one-of-one debut card, which will be worth like a couple hundred,
So is that what
a
you're going to
couple
do on
thousand.
your, one of your channels?
What's that?
Card openings and stuff like that?
Oh, mate, if I had the budget to, yes.
I'm definitely.
But I cannot afford that.
I do Pokemon cards.
I'd do WWE, Formula One, Pokemon, all of that. I'd do whatever.
I would do Pokemon cards and anime figures. I really would.
Yeah.
But I would give away the anime figures I don't really want, and I would
That's
have
fair.
to work hard to find the less risque ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mystery boxes.
But generally, I was looking up because there's a car I was specifically interested in because we were looking at the prices of things.
Yeah.
There's a Bugatti that I've been playing Beam MG, right? For any of you who knows, it's pretty much
Yep.
just a realistic crash simulator.
Oh, yeah, I know
And
that
the Bugatti that I like is called the Chiron Profili,
Yeah.
which I think is French. £8.4 million.
Hell.
Oh,
8.4 million. The most expensive car I found on this list. What company do you think makes it? I don't think you'll guess it.
Most
Most expensive car, according to this website, in the world, which is the RAC.
new or current?
New.
It won't be Spiker because they don't exist anymore, but they were really expensive at one
They
point.
were very
it ain't
expensive.
one of the top ones. I think it's an off-brand.
Koenigsegg?
No.
Nope.
Oh, what country are they from?
Oh, I can't give that away. That makes it too obvious.
European?
I'm not giving it away. You just have to guess.
It's European. It's got to be European. It won't be American.
Are you sure about that?
Now that you've said it, no.
Mm-hmm.
But is he trying to throw us off?
It's not American.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you're saying it like that.
Because not many American brands exceed that amount.
Yes, they do.
What ones?
Ford.
What don't exceed that?
Ford
Not really.
Ford GTs are quite expensive.
They're in the
Yeah, but
they're
the-
millions, but not
But
that.
they're not the 8s or 10s. They're not high. They're not the high millions.
I'm pretty sure that there is a Ford that sells for like $1 million.
Not a new one.
That is just throwing me off.
I can't think. There's so many brands, but now he's saying it's not one of the ones we think of.
And it's a new car as well. So
Citroen.
It could literally. It could be a brand like Ferrari and all that they're bringing out there, Apertas and all that.
Or it could be a new Japanese company.
Nah.
Do you know what you know what Japan are like?
That's true.
They'll have like one company that makes 7 different brands. Oh, can we have the continent?
No. Because again,
Straight up savagery.
it makes it too obvious, especially for Legend.
So it's not new. It's not European, no.
I'm not saying.
If he does mention a country, it will.
He
make
will get it.
obvious.
He will get it straight away. That's the problem.
Lamborghini,
No.
Ferrari. Oh, here's a curveball. Alpine.
Nope.
Worth a try.
Alpine, definitely not.
No.
It's not Aston Martin.
No.
Any ideas?
I'm trying to think. It's not Mansory or anything like that.
No.
I don't know. I don't know every
hate
car.
Mansory cars, man.
I like some of the designs, but I don't think this is my personal opinion. It's not worth the price.
No.
Like, yeah, carbon
Chevrolet.
fibre
I
and
think it looks
custom,
pretty
but
horrible.
still.
No.
about-
Chevrolet, no.
No, not Chevrolet.
No.
Porsche.
No. Lovely brand, but
Have you given in?
No, it's not. Obviously, you have certain brands, and you like obviously Ferrari and everything. Then you have the off brands, what's
Yeah.
that called? Which is like Mansory and all that.
Yep.
Is it one of those, or is it
No.
an actual brand?
It's an actual brand.
An actual brand. Ah, I'm going insane. Audi.
No.
BMW.
No.
You say it's a supercar.
No. It's not. It is not considered a super hype or hypercar. It's not hyper.
Lux-
So a sports car.
Luxury.
Luxury.
Sort of.
Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
Ah! The moment I knew it wasn't a supercar, I was like, it's got to be one of them.
It's called the Rolls-Royce Droptail. It's sold for 23 million.
What does it look like?
Genuinely, it does not look worth the price.
Have we got a picture that we can see?
Not one that I can enhance. It's really small.
Well, I can just put it up later, but if you show us it now,
Yeah, hang on.
so I know what I'm looking for in the editing.
Do.
What was it? A Rolls Royce Droptail.
Droptail, yeah.
Real name is the Rose Noir Droptail.
Yeah, but it just looks like a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
It's just a generic. However, it's in red, so
It has
it's
a
different.
V12. 6.75 V12.
If you had a W12 in it or something like that, I would be more up for it. Like, just a normal V12 is
If
just,
anything, the Rolls Royce that comes before it, I actually think looks better.
Yeah, I don't hate the look of it,
It's just not.
but it's not worth 23 million
There's no way it's worth that much.
unless it comes with like a home cinema, like
unless
It
comes with
probably
a
does.
house.
its own satellite navigate, like its own personal satellite for navigation.
For
So
that
the one
price,
I've just dropped
I'd
in the chat.
expect it to come with a house.
Yeah,
Like, fuck.
for that price, I want 5 cars.
Yeah.
So the one in second place,
I'm not even that big a fan of Rolls Royce either.
I like their cars.
I don't mind them,
Bentley I prefer more.
but then again, I'm not a massive luxury car guy anyway.
Nah.
I like Rolls.
Yeah, I mean, in second place, the Rolls Royce Boat Tail for 22 mil.
Which Jay-Z has.
Apparently both Beyonce and Jay-Z have one.
Yeah.
They both got one.
I've seen them.
What was it called?
Boat tail.
Boat Tail. I've left that one in the chat too. It just makes it easier for you post credits.
Boat tail.
Yep.
Boat Tail. Yeah, I've just left it in the Discord.
That's interesting.
But the Profili, man, I love this car so much. But the thing is, what I love about it isn't the fact that it's a Bugatti or any of that. It's the color. The color gets me.
Yeah.
It's nothing special. It's just it's a light, unharsh blue, which I've also left in the Discord.
I don't mind it at all.
It's a very nice light blue, and it suits the Bugatti Chiron
Oh,
so
yeah.
nicely, much more than their default blue.
To be fair, Bugatti have done the same as Porsche, Ferrari, Lambo. They found their look and they have stuck with it.
I wouldn't
just
agree with
they
that.
just
They've
perfected
been jumping around with different looks.
Well, no, but like they found their iconic shape
Yeah, the shape I would agree.
and they've not gone too far away from that.
Yeah, ever since the Veyron
Yeah.
and the Veyron Super Sport,
Yeah.
they've...
To be fair, there's a lot of everyday cars that have done the same thing, like Ford, Peugeot, Citroen. Citroen have found a look. I wouldn't say they found a good look, but they found a look.
Yeah.
But like Peugeot and Ford, they found their look and they have stuck with it. And Audi as well.
Koenigsegg have moved off of their
Yeah, they've
the
changed.
CCX
Yeah.
and the Aguiras.
and stuff like
Now
that.
they're on the Yesco. That's a way
But-
different look.
They don't really release cars anywhere near as often as Ferrari, Lambo, Porsche.
Yeah, if I had the money, I'd definitely buy an
Yeah.
RS.
I personally wouldn't. It's not my cup of tea. But again, I'm not a massive car guy, so I'm quite specific with what. If I was going to get a car, I'm quite specific with it. I'd probably go with like a Spiker, if I could.
Okay.
I love the Spikers. Stunning cars, and it's such a shame that they stopped producing them.
Maybe you should just take over the brand.
Yeah, maybe. Is the company in existence at all? Because I know they stopped doing cars. They started out with planes originally.
Oh, talking
But-
about planes,
but
I
we
wanted to create my own plane, but born.
No.
But we say that Lambo started out with tractors.
It's funny that the history of Lamborghini for me is such a petty,
Yep.
petty lovely animal, which is that Ferrari mocked them, and so they started making cars.
Well, no, what it was the owner of Lamborghini, the guy that made tractors, he tried to buy Ferrari, and Ferrari said no, and he was like, right, fuck yous, I'm making my own then.
Wait, that's really it?
Yep. Ferrari refused to sell him a Ferrari, so he was like, fine, I'll make my own car. And he did it. And now he's competing with Ferrari on a regular basis.
on a regular basis, possibly beating.
Yeah.
I mean, the Lamborghini Aventador, one of my favorite cars, has Audi technology in it, meaning that you've got the super
Yeah.
flary look of the Italians and the technology of the Germans sitting in that car.
Ferrari is still doing better in the racing scene, though. That's
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
absolutely. Yeah.
It's an interesting one for you.
Go on.
Basically, they went into bankruptcy in 2021.
Spiker.
Yep.
Hmm.
It's Spiker NV.
Right.
Obviously, Spiker is a jean brand.
Yeah.
But Spiker NV went bankrupt in 2021, and in 2022, it announced a return, but with Russian backing.
Oh. So they got shut down pretty quick.
No idea. That's what it's got.
Oh.
So it might be back on. They might be designing their cars.
Well, they probably saw all the problems with Russia and went, let's back out. Anyway, on that bombshell, we have unfortunately run out of time.
Have we?
We have, yeah. Half hour goes quick. Do you not remember we shortened the episodes
We did. That's true.
because we live in the
did.
TikTok generation?
Wow. I really just only looked up the most expensive house.
Yeah, no, we can come back to this topic. Like, we're no longer restricted on what we talk about. So, but yeah, we live in a TikTok generation now, so we've had to shorten the episodes. On that note, actually, before I forget, I mentioned it earlier on, but if you want to hear more of us, more of our bollocks ramblings and stuff that didn't quite make it into the episode, you can now go and follow our TikTok series at Roundtable Podcast, where we'll be doing Under the Roundtable, which is just bits that didn't make it into the episode. Little snippets and clips of stuff that we didn't release because it didn't quite make sense.
Yeah.
If you want more of us, TikTok, Instagram, other social media pages. If you haven't got enough of us and want to listen to us during your busy periods and on the go, Spotify, Amazon Music, wherever you get your podcast from, we'll be on there.
And if you just want to chat with us in the community, come to our Discord.
Yep. The Discord isn't called... There's the timer to tell us that the episode's finished. The Discord isn't called Roundtable Podcast. It is called Trigger Clan. I will leave a link in the description for that, so you can go join us on Discord, have a chat with us, give us suggestions of what you want us to talk about in the episodes. But for now, I have been Helix,
I've been born.
And I've been a legend.
and we will see you in the next episode of Roundtable Podcast. Bye for now.
Bye bye.